there's different stages of life. You want to be certain, you want to be set up a certain way financially. And most people don't know about that. You know,
I still have the piggy bank that my aunt gave to me when I was a little kid. It's right here.
Somebody at early in your age tried to give you a financial literacy lesson right there. I think a lot of our parents, a lot of their family members, people, they might have had the right gut instinct. They might have told us, hey, you need to save your money, even though they were not. But now it's time for that professional coaching to say, hey, with that kind of stuff that you think you need to be doing, here's the right way of doing that. So in edutainment, education and entertainment. I love to watch a little short film. I'll sit down for any 10-minute movie. So the idea is, at the end of it, if it's thought provoking and I'm left with this, we need people to believe in this cause. It's not even at a level where a bank has supported it yet. It's not even at a level where a credit union has supported it. It's not even at a level where a huge hedge fund or somebody has come in. The Financial Literacy Film Festival, like just a group of people, friends, us, Penda and George and Michelle and with the rest of our friends have put it together. Like it's pretty phenomenal if you really sit back and think about what we're doing in the big picture. What we're trying to do is break the stigma of talking about money. Our mission is very simple. We don't want to be one of these people who are like, oh, you haven't saved, you didn't do the 401k, you didn't do the life insurance. It's not about that for us. Talking about money should be a thing. For you to be here championing the Financial Literacy Film Festival is amazing. It's not some huge institution. This is Penda James talking about this thing. This is Penda James bringing this thing live to whoever it needs to get to.
Let me ask you a question before you go on. What year was that you started the Financial Literacy?
2020 was the first year, 2021. Now 2022 is our third year running, which is crazy because 2020, right when we were about to we had a huge baseball stadium, red carpet event. I mean, this was going to be just to the nines, like just awesome event. And then COVID happened. Like, no, dude, we can't just lay down and die. We got a thing to do. Pulled it off online with a partner, QDO, every Friday in April, which is Financial Literacy Month. And it brought families together. It brought friends together. It was kind of an online viewing party. It was like, hey, remember TGIF? Well, this was family-friendly content. And on the second year, one thing that we did that was amazing is we got a project from all 7 continents.
Oh my God.
I don't know another film festival that's done that, let alone a film festival to unite the world about this message about financial literacy. It's pretty huge to me.
It is really huge. I know you're saying in the film and television industry, a lot of people don't know these things about money, but even in communities of color, it's not taught.
You're gonna love Grego Buckshot. Same thing that you just said. He's like, man, I gotta switch it up. So now he's making these really cool songs. His song just got selected for the Financial Literacy Film Festival. You know, something you would hear on the radio, but it's about save it up, save it up. He's an awesome guy. He's down in Florida. The lyrics are hot. The beat's good. It's nice production value. Has a cool art cover. I mean, it's like he got it. The other thing he did, he wrote a book called The Diligent Ant. And The Diligent Ant was a Bible verse about saving. And he made a full book out of it for children.
This is amazing. What are 3 things that you want people to take away from the Financial Literacy Film Festival this year?
If you have a creative ounce of anything in your body, you need to be out there creating something. The Creator created you to create. That's huge. People need to do that. People need to do that for themselves and for the people around them. If we have to leave what we got out. The system's designed against you. The people who are being hurt the most, are being taken advantage of the most, being manipulated the most, are usually being manipulated by people within their own community. So we need to start to check our own people.
Also bank deserts in some communities. It's just those cash and pay, like give me your check and then I'm gonna charge you 25% on the dime. And so
people think that's the bank. People think that's where you go to cash the check. It's sick. There's so many free resources out there for educating yourself about money. We just want to make this a thing. So when you're at the dinner table, it's not like, hey, hush, hush, mom and dad, everyone's broke. Nobody's talking about it. We're not working it out. It's a quiet thing in the family, but it holds us back when we do that. My family did that. It didn't help us. It didn't help my family. So, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to find like-minded people who say, I never really thought of that, but yeah, it's right. We should talk about it more. We shouldn't be embarrassed because we don't have it, or maybe we have enough to make it each month. We just have enough, but it's like, dang, that's a huge victory. Instead of being like, I'm broke. Nah, dude, you made it, bro.
How did this idea come to fruition for you and your co-founder? What was that day like?
So we went to the same high school. I go to his office, this guy, Carlos. I go to his office and I'm like, oh my God, David, I know that guy, like from high school too. And that dude, David, he's like a caveman. This dude, when we graduated, he was a truck driver, and I went to the Army. I went to college twice. I got 2 degrees, and I don't have any money. And then he becomes a financial dude, and now he's making $50,000 a month, $30,000 a month.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, I went to UCLA. I went to the Los Angeles Film School. I have 2 degrees of film production and entertainment business. After that, I was still broke as far as barely making it. I'm like, dude, how can I learn all these things? I can make money. I knew how to earn the money, but I didn't know the rules of money. Then I started talking to this guy, David Fox. I started talking to Carlos Anzuris. I started talking to these people, and they were like, dude, money's a game. It has a lot of rules. It's like playing Monopoly or something. There's a game. If you don't know how money gets taxed, if you don't know how money grows, if you don't know like certain things about these things that in the game, of course you're going to lose in the game.
Yeah.
And it was that aha moment. And I'm like, nah, dude, none of my people, none of the creative tribe, none of my people know this stuff. If I don't know it, I'm pretty savvy. I'm a producer guy, and I didn't know it. For sure, the writers and the directors and the actors, how are they going to know it? It's not our business. It's not our business. And then the further that I looked into it, I'm like, oh my God, this thing is like designed against us. The financial machine is actually designed against us. So
the Financial Literacy Film Festival is going to be one way that we can learn how to use money as a tool to benefit us in our communities.
If we live in a world of good and evil, I want to be doing good.
Yes.
And to me, the feedback that I'm getting from the filmmakers, that is special. It's like a cohort. Like 2022 is your year. Everybody involved in that little 2022 thing, you can't get rid of them. They're your people now. By the way, they were at the same place at the same time, and they're from somewhere way different. So you guys are like-minded without being influenced at all.
I want you to share a nugget of wisdom to those who may be watching, some financial literacy tool that they can apply today.
Okay. A free consultation might change your life.
That's good.
When you think of like the bald old white guy with the tie with the suit, you're like, I don't talk to that guy. That's my friend David Fox. I love him, but he's that guy. He knows he's the dude you need to talk to. It's free. It's free. The website's befinanciallyinformed.com, and you can set up a 30-minute consultation, a 40-minute little meeting, and say, look, I don't know where to start. Tell me about money. What should I know? What are we talking about? And let them talk to you. And at the end of it, you don't have to buy anything. You just hang up. How amazing is that there is a real human who would be willing to take time out of their life. By the way, he's not on the clock. He's just a self-employed guy. So nobody's paying him to talk to you for 45 minutes of his life. He's using this time to feed his children and take care of his wife. He's a family man. So it's not just him. The whole team of us, the whole team of people, the co-founder, Carlos Anzuris, does the same thing. That's why I was impressed by this group of people. When I originally walked into their office, when Carlos took me around and I'm seeing everything, I'm like, oh, okay, I see. Wow, finance guy. And I'm a filmmaker. None of them are. And I'm thinking, I have no finance friends and I need money for all of my film projects. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to need a little bit of funding for a short film because I got to feed these actors and stuff. I know we're not big time Hollywood, but we got to get a location. There's some cost involved. I got an executive producer from the first office, from the first financial dude I went and talked to. Carlos was like, well, go talk to David Fox. I'm like, all right. He agreed to it and he paid up. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, I got money from a financial dude. Oh my God, I've never been to a finance guy to ask him for money.
Well, you know, that's interesting that you say that, because I grew up that you're supposed to keep what you're doing to yourself. As I've been learning how to write films, somebody said that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So I'm listening to you talking about how, like, you're saying this is what I want to do, and because you're doing that, people are opening up their hearts and their wallets to fund your vision. I love that so much, and that even in and of itself is a lesson in financial literacy, that sometimes you have to ask for help, and people want to help you. You just need to say, this is what I need.
Something most people don't know about me is I've been rejected more than any human on the earth that I know. I've been rejected more, but I've talked to more people. I've walked into more businesses. I've tried to ask more people for whatever that I wanted, and they said no. And they said no, and that just fueled my fire. And I'm like, okay, because now I'm closer to my yes.
How can people reach you if they want more information?
On Instagram, it's just my name, at George Ohan, Ohan.
Okay.
I have the FultonFilmCompany.com website up there. Very simple. You know, if you type in my name anywhere, there's just popping up. But Instagram, you can inbox me, DM me. You know, it's easy to contact me. When you see this video, leave a comment wherever this is posted. Get involved. If you've heard anything in this video that has intrigued you or has raised a question, or you just want to know more, just ask. Hopefully these little short films, this education, this entertainment gets them to call somebody, anybody, and just start that talk.